everyone, and if you're new here, thanks for clicking on this video. I'd love for you to subscribe and be part of our YouTube family. And if you're already a subscriber, thanks for watching us. And in today's video, we are going to be doing a little get to know us / Q&A. So I thought it was only fair, since in my first video I introduced the day I met London, I guess you would say, because it was in my delivery story time, which I'll have linked down below. So I only thought it was fair that we talked about the day that Brandon and I met, because we would never have had beautiful Miss London over here if it wasn't for that day. And this is our daughter London. She is 7.5 months old, and this is my fiance Brandon and my baby daddy. So let's just jump right in. So I live in Colorado now, but like 5 years ago I lived in Colorado and then I moved to California. So when I moved, I had to start in a new school, and I was a sophomore and Brandon was a junior. And at the school that we went to, it had trimester systems instead of semester systems. So rather than 2 semesters, there was 3 trimesters. So it was second trimester, second period math class. And because I was new, I started class a little late because I was grabbing my schedule and everything like that. And I was just always late. If you're from our old school, you know that. But anyways, I walked into class a little late. I sat in the back, had no idea who Brandon was, had never seen him before, nothing like that. And then I raised my hand because we had this website app where it would have all of our homework and where we could check our homework, see our grades, all of that. And I hadn't logged in because I was new, obviously. So anyways, I raised my hand because I needed help, and everyone like turned to look at me, and all I saw was Brandon. I saw this super handsome guy, and I was like, And he says he didn't bite his lip, but I promise you he bit his lip. And he bit his lip, and he gave me one of those. You know what I'm talking about? One of those, like...
No.
Yes. And anyways, then he came back and helped me. And that was in November. And then we started officially dating in February. So before that, we were just friends and stuff. Inside voice. Inside voice. So anyways, yeah, that's the story of how we met. And then... yeah, we started dating in February, and you should tell the story of how you asked me to be your girlfriend, because it was super cute.
So in Emma's car, it displays whatever song you're listening to, who calls you, etc. So I thought it'd be a good idea to take her phone while we were driving, and on the contact information, I changed it to "Will you be my girlfriend?" And then I called her while we were driving, and it displayed up on the little dashboard, and so she was able to see what it said.
It was really cute.
Yeah.
So that's how he asked me to be his girlfriend, and to this day, it's still "Will you be my girlfriend?" on my phone. And people are like, "Aren't you dating Brandon?" And I'm like, yeah, like it is Brandon, but yeah. So now you guys know the story, and it was super, super sweet. And then another question, because when I got pregnant, I was a junior and he was a senior, and he had just finished his senior year, and I was going into my senior year. And rather than just going through high school, I just decided that I would go to college, because I was actually already planning on just going to college my senior year, because my counselor wouldn't let me just take a few classes. She was like, you have to take a full load if you want to graduate with all of them. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to go to college, get my college credits, finish my freshman year of college, and finish my senior year of college. So that's what I did. I'm really happy I did that. I think it was just the best option and the smartest, because when you have a kid, like, it's not about you, it's about the kid, and we need to get through school as fast as possible so then we can get a better paying job. So anyways, that was another question, is what do we do for work? What do we do for school? We're both full-time online in school, in college. And then Brandon, do you
I currently work for a solar panel company doing sales, but I'm trying to get a position where I could work from home so that I could see London and Emma more often, because I get home really late right now, which kind of sucks. So
So anyways, that's what he's doing right now.
Wow.
Another question was Brandon always in it? Because I know lots of girls, when they find out they're pregnant, they're like so worried, and the guy's like, oh, you need to get an abortion. First of all, an abortion was never an option for us. I could never do that.
Yeah.
That's just not for me. We knew it was going to be harder, but we knew it was going to be worth it, and we are going to make it work, and we have, and no regrets. But yeah, Brandon was always in it.
Yeah, I was always in it from the very beginning. I never wanted to get an abortion or anything like that. Obviously, it was scary at first, finding out that you're going to have a baby at 18 years old. But, you know, it's not the end of the world, and everything was okay, and I'm so glad that we were blessed to have London.
Yes. And on that, what is the hardest part about being a teen parent and the easiest? And I think the hardest part was just growing up so fast. Like, you go from being a teenager and being pretty carefree and not really having any responsibilities to taking care of a human and helping her grow and making sure that she's loved and all of that. So I definitely think that that was just an adjustment, and we just had to grow up a lot faster, and we both worked 2 jobs while I was pregnant. And yeah, what do you think? There's a
I
teddy
agree
bear.
about the growing up, but I also, if I had to add anything else, it'd probably just be London's really busy, so as you can tell, so sometimes it's kind of hard just to even like get out of the house to go grocery shopping or, you know, whatever it might be, just because she always wants to be doing something.
Yep, she's very busy. Yeah. And then the best part is just London. She was never a colicky baby. She slept through the night at a month old. She's a great sleeper. She's just an amazing daughter.
Yeah.
I can't imagine having a better kid. She's so happy, so much fun. So that's just the best part. And also that we'll most likely get to have more time with her than if we would have had a kid at like 25 or 30. So that's what I would say. Another question was labor as bad as people make it out to be? And everyone acts like labor is the worst thing ever. And don't get me wrong, it was painful, but it definitely wasn't the worst thing ever. And it led to a beautiful little human. And I had a 47-hour labor, so it was definitely long. I'll link that down below so you can hear the whole story, and I have live footage and pictures and all of that. So make sure if you haven't watched it that you go watch it after this video. So yeah, to answer that question, let me see if there's any more so I don't forget any. I feel like that might be
Is that you in the mirror?
Oh, how did I pick London's name? So, if she was a boy, we were going to name her Grayson, and we thought she was a boy at first, but she was a girl, which I'm so happy. I can't imagine having a boy. Like, I'm sure they're phenomenal, but I have my mini-me. It's so much fun. So, anyways, when we found out it was a girl, we were looking at names, and just nothing seemed right, and then I saw Brooklyn, and I immediately thought of Brooklyn, New York, and the headbands off. And then when I thought of Brooklyn, New York, I thought of London, and it just clicked. And from that day on, I think I was like 6 months pregnant. I was like, she's London, like that's her name, and Brandon liked it. Yeah. So that was her name. Another question was about our wedding, because we are engaged, and so we are planning on getting married in the fall, sometime next year. We have a lot to do though. I haven't started planning at all or looking at like barely anything, so there's a lot to do, but that's the goal when the leaves are changing. The most the most commented question, which I ask on my Instagram. So make sure that you follow my Instagram. It will be linked down below as well, so you can be part of the next Q&A. But anyways, it was, how did your parents react? And I feel like when you find out that someone's a teen parent, that's like the #1 question, which makes sense because you're a teen and you're having a kid. Yeah. And that is a whole separate video. So I just want to talk about that. And then I also want to talk about in another video, like when I found out I was pregnant and all of that. So I think I'll do that maybe in the next video. And guess what, guys? I have a surprise announcement in this video. I'm going to be uploading every Sunday at around 6 o'clock. The Wi-Fi is not great, so I'm going to shoot for 6 o'clock on Sunday, but we will see how that works. But I'm super excited. I love being on YouTube. I love talking to you guys. I love reading all of your comments and replying to them. So if you have any comments or questions, whatever you want to do, I would love to answer them. So please leave them down below, or you can DM me on Instagram if you need advice or whatever it might be. I love talking to you guys. So I think that is going to be all for this video. Make sure you subscribe so that you can see all my videos that are going to come out on Sunday. And make sure you like this video if you enjoy. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Good boo-boos.